This was actually my daily driver for a long time. There's no air conditioning. It's hot, bro. There's a little drip. Obviously, Rock Bunny kit, right? So this was actually given to us from Kei Mira, who's the owner and founder of Rocket Bunny. He actually designs a lot of the body kits you guys see that are on these exotics, Japanese cars. That was a really cool story. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna save that story for a story time video. Anyways, so we got the body kit, threw that on. It didn't have the canards originally. Those were actually put on by Kei Mira himself the second year we went to SEMA. It's so ridiculous. So we had talked about it over the internet before the show. And I was like, are you gonna send them or what are we gonna do? And it was getting close to the show. And what do you know, the first day before the show, we were all set up and Kei Mira comes with them in his hands, and a drill. He's got a cig in his mouth, got his coveralls on, and rolls up and mid-SEMA, just drilling into the side of my car and bolting them all up. So it was actually one of the coolest experiences, honestly, but he packed them in his suitcase. He had them wrapped up in bubble wrap and then packed them with clothing in his suitcase. So that guy's so cool. He's like, when I grow up, I'm gonna be like Kei Mira, he's a boss. Moving on, the Rocket Bunny kit with the special canards. We also did, a lot of people ask, these are the FRS side skirts, the side like underlips from the Rocket Bunny kit. I hate to give away all my secrets, but they do fit unmodified. The big old rotiform wheels, so those are 19x11 rotiform RBQs. So they're a 3-piece wheel, all forged center, forged barrel and lip. The rear is a 19x13, 325 30 ZR19 Nitto Invo on it. So they're wide as hell. These were also super controversial. The first year I went to SEMA, 326 power lug nuts in the rainbow fashion. Pretty funny, those were like all over the internet. People were saying they look like crayons. This was on like one video that was the worst cars of SEMA, and it was just because the lug nuts looked like crayons. But I was like, yeah, whatever. Free clout, right? Yes, it's slammed down, it's not static, it's on AirX air suspension. It also has Willwood brakes. I had planned on doing the engine swap eventually, we just weren't able to get it done in time for the first SEMA. Willwood's a good partner of ours, so we got their big brake kit. It's a 6-piston front, 4-piston rear. We also did custom built headlights. So these are just the depot headlights, like the cheapo ones you see, but we ended up putting demon eyes in, as well as these sweet switchback DRLs. So they're actually controlled with an app on your phone, which is really dope. So you just click power, and then you can choose whatever color you want. So pretty damn cool. And there's like all different sorts of settings and stuff. We have fun around here. Then there's a bunch of little details that people miss on this car, like even this nice little carbon vent. We'll get into the engine in a second. We also did Bosozoku style oil cooler, which I'm super pumped on. Some people hate it, but for like a show car, street car, I think it's a super sick look. You can also see the wastegate sneaking out the hood, that's titanium. The hood is actually a Sabon, I think it's Sabon carbon hood, which we painted, and then we actually faded the carbon in. And all the carbon on the car also has gold flake over it. So this yellow, I get so pumped up about this car, you guys. So this is actually what started YRB, yellow, red, blue, primary colors. This started the YRB for Haugen Racing. It was the first car to have this color combination, and that's kind of where we've followed with a lot of our cars from there on out. If you come back here, you can also see on the roof wing, that's also carbon with the gold flake. Also on the outside, we got these sweet louvers from Society. I know those are super popular now, but we had like one of the first ones, I think, when it was in SEMA. The bent license plate. Surikawa ring and bent license plates are both from the Bosozoku culture. So the license plates, very illegal in Japan to modify your license plate. Not supposed to do that. The Surikawa rings are actually Metro handles. These are our special ones that we sell online. You can go check those out. They're 22, so not too bad. But these were actually, they would steal these from the subway and then hang them on the back of their car and usually drag them on the ground as kind of another FU to the man. Pretty dope. This is just Rocket Bunny diffuser, agency power catback exhaust. Not super fancy on the exhaust, but I don't know. I love the way it looks, and they partnered with us for SEMA, so. Enough of the outside, let's move on to the interior real quick. Let me just open these up real quick. So, it does have Lamborghini doors. This was a new modification. We haven't done, this car hasn't been touched for like, since we built it. We did this on another build that you guys will see soon, and we just couldn't help ourselves. So it does have vertical doors on it. So in the interior, I wanted to keep it simple because the outside is so crazy. It's not necessarily like a clean style, right? Super long, crazy. We are likewise shifter, bride shifter boot, as well as the bride handbrake boot. Also did the classic cup holders after I went to Japan my first time. They're really honestly not that functional, like literally. So on some car, we had them on the Laurel and we actually could drift with like a Mountain Dew sitting in it. Anyways, we also did Keys Racing steering wheel. I love Keys Racing and Vertex steering wheels. They're actually all, if you guys didn't know, fun fact, they're all made by the same manufacturer, and then they just put their styling on it. So it's the same shape, same weight, same diameter, all that stuff. So that kind of, I like keeping my steering wheels consistent between all the cars. It's kind of the same thing. Again, didn't do like a crazy dash setup, just kept the stock gauges. They don't work, which is super rad. We also did bride reclinable seats. These are like the most gangster seats they make, or when we got them anyways. And then Pikachu, always riding shotgun. And then, oh, our boys GarageMoon Power. Got the GarageMoon Power floor mats up front. Guys, comment below if you want some Haugen Racing GarageMoon Power floor mats. They'd be similar price to what GarageMoon Power sells them for. They're like 40 bucks or something for a pair. So let us know if you want to do some YRB or flames, whatever it is, something rad. And then basically to finish up the interior and the cockpit, you can't really see much, but behind there is the sub. It's a 10-inch JL sub with a custom enclosure. It's a sealed box, it's not ported. Just a vibe. So this is a part of the AirX system, so it's a 5-gallon tank. Nothing too crazy in the trunk. I think it's time to check out the engine bay. So it is a 1JZ GTE motor that we got from a Soarer in Japan. It was an old drift car that got crashed. I don't know if I could even find this deal again, but it was 4,500 bucks for engine, transmission. I already had the Garrett turbo on it with the manifold and like all that. So that was super, super dope. Got like nice HKS air filter, Mishimoto catch can, nice little carbon details. I put TRD cap on it because Toyota motor. I wanted people that don't know like JZs to be like, oh, it's a Toyota motor, you know? Some of you guys are wondering is, I think it's like Tech One Motorsports. I don't even know if they make it anymore, but these days there's a lot of JZ swap kits available for these cars now, and they're much more sorted out. But I'm super happy with it. I'm just gonna say it.
Don't say it.
Should have had an RB. Ooh. Straight up, these 350Zs, they should have just made a new age RB and put it in. One can wish. But I wanted to have, we have like RBs in our drift cars and things like that. I wanted to have a JZ car, and I do love the 2 JZ and 1 JZs. I think that's pretty much the car, guys. All right, well, I think that pretty much, that's 351 JZ, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button. We just passed 10K. Really appreciate all the love you guys have been giving us. Leave some comments below if you guys have any questions about this vehicle or questions on your own build.